Yes. Yes, it is. Dragon Ball FighterZ is still gas. We are so back, people. Never in my life have I had a game ace every single aspect I look for in the genre. And I've played fighting games, all right? I've played Mortal Kombat for most of my life. I have 1,000 hours clocked in on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I main Patrick in All-Star Brawl. Yeah, I know I'm biased. Look at me. I'm Mexican. And yet, I still think at the core, this is a game that anybody can play and greatly enjoy. I thought I lost this game for literal years, man. The new upcoming Marvel Tokon is cool, and I knew making a live service game on a singular IP would eventually run out of new ideas, but god damn it, man, I didn't want to say goodbye to this game. But it had been 4 years since the last character was added, and we only received one patch a year for characters, and so I was starting to lose hope. Maybe it was time for Dragon Ball FighterZ to rest. But then wait, they started playing a trailer after Evil France 2025? And it was a big tournament with all the greatest players returning? Wait, patch notes with a new perfect parry mechanic that drops the day after? Wait, a 6th Goku? Hell yeah! Now that this game is back, I truly believe there is no better time than now to finally catch on to this game's hype. I mean, let's start at the insanely basic. This game is beautiful. Every frame, every particle effect, every sound effect has all been meticulously laid out to give you actual magic. This isn't just a case of new hardware, more polygons, more RAM, etc. Nah, this is the power of insane art direction. I mean, really take a look at all the other fighting games right now. They look good. Maybe you could say they even look great, but they lack ambition. Visuals are not one of the highest priorities, even if they do end up looking really good. And frankly, their attempt to mimic realism limits them heavily. Dragon Ball FighterZ though, its sole purpose is to look like how you remember these characters in your head as a kid. Since the game has launched, we've only had more and more characters with dedicated ultimate abilities, dramatic finishes that are basically short films, and with dedicated musical themes that just slap. But alright, it's not like this game came out yesterday. This game is getting pretty old. So chances are, the ones who clicked on this video are the people who have played this game before and want to know if it still holds up. Or a disgruntled ex-fan of the game that doesn't like the new direction the game's gameplay has taken. And I am here to tell both of these crowds why this game still has some of the most addicting gameplay that is both casual friendly and scratches that unescapable competitive itch we all have. The game has a myriad of tools to help beginner players learn the basics of a fighting game. Each aspect of a fighting game is given a direct button to help ease someone to understand the concepts of the game into basic chunks. The game has auto combos that let you hit semi-decent damage if you just spam light attacks so you can get used to combos. The game has a risky super dash button that does neutral for you, and projectiles are a dedicated special button for the zoning range. Of course, these aren't the best options in the game. If you try to abuse these options, you will be read and punished. But these tools only expand more when you spend time on the game. One of the most underrated aspects of fighting games for me is the defense. I think when someone can block everything you throw at them, that it looks equally, if not more badass than someone who does a cool combo. And the moment someone is up in your face and hits your block, it's like they opened up a domain expansion where suddenly you're playing by their rules and they have their unique teams mix up at their disposal that is completely unique from every other team combination you can find. And the reason why this doesn't overwhelm your brain is that every single mix-up in this game is just barely reactable. It's this beautiful dance where one guy is hopping, covering the screen with their teammates, trying to throw you, overhead you, anything that could open you up. And you're matching their energy with high blocks, low blocks, jumps, reflects, guard cancels, and ultimates. It's so hype! It's one of the most expressive fighting games I've ever seen. You can have 3 people using the same team, and yet their mannerisms, approaches, keep away, and more are all so unique to them. It's like literally being in a Dragon Ball fight with another Saiyan warrior. I feel like when it comes to other fighting games, the personal expression kind of comes at the very beginning when you first decide your game. Fans of footsies play Street Fighter. Neutral junkies play Smash Bros. Input fiends play Tekken. And those games do have different archetypes and gameplay styles. But man, if you see a Ryu in Street Fighter 6, you know he's gonna be zoning you out with some bullshit. If you see an MUI attack you, he might be a crackhead using nothing but specials as the point character just trying to mess you up with invincible move after invincible move. Or you could get someone that truly has the reaction time of a god and uses all of his defensive tools and mechanics to keep you guessing when it's safe to attack. And then there's the elephant in the room. It's a tag fighter. But it's a tag game. Tag games are lame. I want to form a bond with one character. Silence! This game is so fun that you're going to want an excuse to play 3 characters. And with how beginner-friendly C assists are and the complexity of the A and B ones you have, there is endless discovery for you and your team. Do you like Marvel vs. Capcom? Then guess what? You like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Don't let the fact it's a tag game distract you or scare you away. This game is so much fun that I was and still am willing to put up with any BS for it. And though I am by no means a competitive player, I am a god of destruction aiming for Ultra Instinct, which does put me at the top 10% of PC players. And I have taken entire sets off of Xenos, so I feel like I have at least a little bit of credibility when I say that this narrative that the game has become a trash party game like Sparking Zero is just not true. I refuse to believe that. I know there are others who simply don't like how different the game has become, and that's a fine opinion to have. And that's not the people I am criticizing, but the ones who think that the game has lost all of its competitive edge because of the new patches that go bananas on changes are only looking at the patches at face value and falling for the jingling keys they promise. Hey, is it crazy that basically everything can go full screen and you can super dash? Oh hell yeah, you're right it is. Is it crazy that if you're the last character alive, you get a 15% damage increase, passive bar regeneration, and the ability to go from weaker level 1s into your level 3 guaranteed? Also yeah, but guess what? The power creep only moved optimal combos from 5,000 damage to 5,800. The game is still 2 touches to kill a character. In those same crazy patches, they actually nerfed assists to make them take longer to get off of cooldown. There is a vision these guys have behind closed doors, even if it looks like a weeaboo fever dream. Are we forgetting when we first thought this game's life cycle was over, they said farewell with Gogeta 4? The one-shot demon? They gave bro 2 air dashes, an ability to get Dragon Balls, and summon the almighty dragon that literally no one else in the game could do practically, and he could charge up his super to one-shot anybody at any time. Yeah, guess where he is on the tier list? He's like right down the middle, barely appearing in any competitive landscape. As a matter of fact, look at the way these tiers are numbered by Gropus, one of the game's best players. There is no F tier or even a D tier or even a C tier. Why is that? Oh, it's because the game is actually one of the most balanced games I've ever seen. The universal mechanics are so strong and fun that every character can already do so much before you even get to their unique abilities. You can truly use whoever you think is cool and have them with you throughout your entire lifetime in the game. Now, new players who have stumbled on this video might be like, okay, you're saying a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. This game seems fun, but what if I don't know or watch Dragon Ball? And my response is, so what? How many fans of Marvel vs. Capcom have actually played every franchise there? How about Smash Bros? What's that? You say that those are different because they combine a lot of IPs instead of only being one? Okay. Do you need to play League of Legends to play 2XKO? Thankfully not. Shoot, there are friends of mine that literally love this game so much that they used it as an excuse to get into the series. Guys, no glaze, but also low-key some glaze because I love this game. But I think whether you're a veteran of fighting games or completely new to the genre, there is no better pick for a fighting game to get into besides like maybe Street Fighter. The player base is back after the new update basically, so you will get a bunch of players at your skill level that don't know what they're doing as well. Over the years, we've also had rollback introduced for better net play so that we actually have a good online experience. And so it's one of the most buttery gaming experiences I can have. As a matter of fact, I have been hopping on this game in 30-minute intervals as I've been writing this script. Its pickup and playtime is amazing. And also, I think this is the time for a good mild tangent. Another reason I made this video was actually secretly because I'm calling out someone. There's this one player that I keep finding online that keeps whooping my ass. Level 3 in mix, or sometimes too much meter, or sometimes something else or whatever. I'm coming for you. For some reason, every time I hop on, you're on, and you be slamming me out. Whenever I see you online, I gotta make sure I queue up with you now so that I can one day finally defeat you. Somehow we be starting a game and you just hit me with a medium, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead. And then you start freaking combo with me, bro. Buddy, I'm training. And I'm coming. I'm called Wispy on the game. You find me, we run it on West Coast. Anyway, besides that, if you really are just scared of fighting random dudes online, you can always play the story mode. But don't. This is my favorite game of all time, and even I can't defend this. It's a fighting game story low-key, so it never really stood a chance. But repeat it with me now. You are amazing. You are amazing. You can queue up ranked because you are valuable and will improve and have fun. This game is just so much fun. The direction they're taking, where they just keep surprise updating this game instead of working on a sequel, has had an unintended side effect where now this is just the definitive Dragon Ball fighting game. I'll always have fun playing Sparking Zero, and Raging Blast 2 was my childhood, but really, nothing attempts to even mimic this game's strengths. I can understand complaints about this game from a preference perspective, but genuine flaws? Nah man, I don't see them. The high damage is a problem? Nah. Not for me. The game duration is still on average longer than other fighting games. You have to block a lot? Brother, Goichi is my favorite player to watch in this game, and it's because of that damn ironclad defense. I want to experience that more. The story content sucks? Okay, well, you're right. But this is a multiplayer game, okay? Leave me alone. We're gonna diss Mario Maker 2 because the offline levels are generic? No, we won't. That's bonus stuff. I'm excited for the new Marvel Tokon. It already looks amazing, and they're speeding up the process of crazy balancing way earlier this time. So I know I'm really gonna love that game. I mean, look, bro, Iron Man is a freaking Voltron. But on some level, I am saddened that this means Arc System is leaving Dragon Ball FighterZ behind for the most part. I've heard it's possible Bandai Namco might be taking over to keep producing content for the game, and if that's true, then I will await to see anxiously what follows. But as it stands, I will always cherish the memories I've had with this game. Truly, this feels like a fighting game scientifically engineered to be tailored to me. And so, it is with no exaggeration to say that I would give Dragon Ball FighterZ in 2026 a prestigious and deserved 10 out of 10. The standard for animation, gameplay, and above all, aura. Please don't let this game die.